Hey everybody, I was sitting down to have a bite to eat and I thought let's share a meal together and chit chat. I'm having a poor man's meal. I made I think it's a beef pot pie because I also bought something at Salisbury steak or something like that. Anyway, nothing fancy, and I took the shell off the top and I added rice instead. I'm trying to make something really quick and easy that I can eat because I have a plastic cap on my head for a reason. I'm doing a deep conditioning, and then as soon as I'm done eating, I'm going to rinse this out and I'm going to roller set my hair. In fact, I got my bag sitting right here. I got a lot of rollers in this bag, all different kinds. I used to donate to Goodwill a lot, but their prices are like going to the clearance section at Walmart. And so I'm like, no, I don't want to donate to them anymore. So I just donate to the local thrift shops in town. There's one that helps battered women. I've been thinking about my projects, my next sewing projects that I want to do. Some pants that I want to alter and take in. I have a dress that was my mom's. It's a cocktail dress. My mom was like 99 pounds. There's only been one time in my life where I was able to fit that dress. For like 4 minutes and 32 seconds, I fit that dress. I wish I would have took a picture of myself in it when I did. But ever since then, I haven't been able to wear that dress. But it has pleats in the skirt area. I've been toying with the idea of either adding fabric to it, like buying I think it's a type of silk. I'll show it to you. Maybe I could try, there's a large fabric store that's about an hour away from where I live, and I thought maybe I'll go out there with the dress and see if we can find just a solid black or a solid color to put into the side, just down the whole side. If I can't find anything that I think would complement it, I considered taking the pleats out of the skirt, which would give me a lot more fabric, and then I could add a strip in on the side panels of the bodice and make the skirt bigger. But honestly, I want to try to keep the integrity of the dress the way it is, if at all possible. And I really like the pleats. Normally, I'm not a pleat person, but the way that they did these pleats, which are like a very wide square, and I don't know, I want the dress to look as much like it did when my mom wore it. My mom passed away in 2017, and I kept a handful of her clothes. And then over time, I donated some of it. And the items that were like her favorite items, I kept those. And so I'm trying to upcycle them. Because I'd like to wear them. I don't want them to just sit in my closet till I go to glory, and then I don't think my kids are going to care about it. And if they did, what's it going to do, sit in their closet for 1,000 years? So I would like to make it usable and be able to maybe wear it. I've been having so much fun getting back into sewing again. I had to stop in April of 2023. That's when my vertical hit like kapow pow. So now that this year I've kind of got myself to the point where I can do that, I just feel so happy. It's just lifted my spirit so much to be able to be creative again. That is my lifeline. I need to get back into my Bible journaling, and I have lots of Bibles for different purposes, like Bible study or creative journaling, or creative coloring and journaling. I like doing that. It makes me feel like I'm getting close to God in a real creative kind of way, like an artistic kind of way. And I know that God blessed me with the ability to be creative and bold in just wanting to make things. So I feel like I'm sharing my gift with him when I do stuff like that. One step at a time. Right now I am back to sewing, and that has really got my attention. I've got a ton of patterns. I used to have double the amount that I have, but again, I donated a bunch of stuff. I am the donating queen. I will donate something in a heartbeat. If you stand still too long, I might donate you over there. No, I wouldn't do that. But I get in these moods where I just don't want to have a lot of clutter. 6 months. If I like the item but I'm not wearing it, I'll give it like another 6 months. And if I don't wear it at all in that course of a year, then I'm start questioning, okay, why am I not wearing this? Is there a change I need to make to the item, or should I donate it? And I would say 7, 8 times out of 10, I go ahead and donate it. What you give away, you will always get back in abundance. I do believe that, and it has proven true for me. I've given away furniture, I've given away clothing, I've given away jewelry. Not, you know, high-end jewelry, I can't afford that, but jewelry. And I've just never struggled to, you know, get things like that and, you know, bring those things into my life. My supervisor is right behind the camera, making sure that I eat all my veggies and carbs. I have 2 cats. I don't know, I don't think he's a tabby, but he just has stripes. He's more like a cat. He does cat things. Sleeps all day, gets the zoomies around 8, 9 o'clock at night. He's very sweet and loving, but he's definitely more on that cat behavior vibe. Then I have my white cat. His personality is very much like a dog. He stays awake all day. Sometimes he'll take off during the day and take a nap, but for the most part, he stays awake all day. He follows me all around the house, whatever I'm doing. He's right there, making sure I do it right or trying to help. He's a very helpful cat. He loves to be of help. He's also my Dennis the Menace cat. He gets into everything. And I mean everything he can think of. He's into stuff all the time. And he knows how to shut doors. That's his talent. That's his special talent, is shutting doors. The problem is he's on the wrong side of the door when he shuts it. So then he locks himself in the bathroom continuously all day long. So I have to keep all the doors in my apartment closed or have a door stopper in front of it, because he will lock himself in there. And of course, when he does, he spends all of his time screaming for me to come and rescue him. And it sounds just like he's saying, help, help, help. He brings a lot of excitement to the house. This little area right here, this is my dining room. And my dining room seems to have morphed itself into, I don't really eat at this table. I'm doing it now because I'm, you know, hanging out with you all. And the lighting right above me is, I have 3 light bulbs in there so I get better lighting. This was the perfect spot. The only other place in the house I get good lighting is the bathroom, where I do my sewing videos, and I'm not going to stand in the bathroom while I'm eating. So, but this is turned into my sewing room, my filming room. I have 2 leaves that I put in this dining room table, so it's really quite large, and I'm able to lay my fabric out and do my cutting very easily. So it's working out well. I gotta buy a ring light, like a substantially sized ring light, because I kind of want to film in my living room. You know, you want a nice background behind you, right? And it's hard for me to stand up and film in here because this light is oh gosh, it's maybe like 3 inches longer than my arm. I can almost touch it. And so if I stand up, like the light is like right about here on my face, and then you'll have the light showing in the camera the whole time, and I don't want that. So I'd like to be in the living room and do, I don't know, sometimes I think about just doing like a podcast style. I guess this is kind of like a podcast style video but I'm eating while I'm doing it. But it'd just be nice to sit in a more comfortable chair with some cushion on it and have better lighting in there. Trying to build my YouTube channel. It feels hard. It's been 6 years since I made my first YouTube video. Back then, collabs were really a big thing on YouTube. If you could get a big YouTuber or a larger sized YouTuber to agree to do a collab with you, it would really boost your channel. But as YouTube became, I think, more of a money maker for people, the bigger channels didn't want to collab. This is just my opinion, but it seemed like the bigger channels didn't want to collab with people anymore, because their mindset, it seemed, and this is based on a few channels that I used to follow that made these statements, they just kind of felt like, well, I built my channel up from scratch, so why should I, nobody helped me, so why should I help you, kind of a thing. Or why should I recommend the product that you're selling when, I have 20,000 or 50,000 followers or more, and you have like, 900 people following you. You probably wouldn't have the merchandise to accommodate the clientele that I send to you. I saw a YouTuber say that once. And so therefore, I wouldn't send any of my clientele to you or my YouTube followers to you. And I just think that kind of became the attitude across the board with a lot of the bigger YouTubers. And now I really don't see collaboration videos anymore, where they probably are still out there, but I don't come across them in any of the areas of interest that I look at. So I guess people just aren't doing that anymore. I've been fortunate in that there is a YouTuber out there who's got a much bigger channel than I do. I've been following her for a long time. And she's just been really supportive of me trying to grow my channel. And so she, from time to time, has given me shout outs on her channel, which actually has helped me a lot, because I think I've gotten a big percentage of my current subscribers through the recommendations and shout outs that she has given over the last probably 2 years, or over a year. So I am grateful for that. Her channel name is Grandma Lynn, and then she also has Over 50 and Fantabulous, and those are her 2 channels, and I've been following her for a long time. So shout out to you, Lynn, if you're watching. I am grateful for your friendship, for your support, and for the acknowledgement that you give my channel. You are a blessing to me. Thank you. I want to try to make more content. Of course, I want it to be interesting. I'm doing a lot of the things that I'm into in hopes that, somebody else out there will be into it. I'm open to video suggestions, though, if you want to send a message to me under this video. Last night, I figured out how to open my community page. I guess they did something different on it. So that popped up, and I opened my community page. And on my community page, I posted the very first video that I ever made on YouTube. And it said that people who are subscribed to me can communicate with me that way. So if you want to send me a message that way, that would be cool. So I want to be a channel that people can come to and just take a load off, you know, stress-wise. Just watch me do my thing, do my hobbies, organizing. I don't know, whatever I can think of that might be easy. I'm gonna do a little bit of cooking. Just hang out with your friend Loretta Dot, which, by the way, Loretta Dot is my middle name and my mom's nickname combined. My actual name is Eva, but and I don't mind being called Loretta because that's, you know, like I said, that's my middle name. But, you know, come and put your feet up, relax, have a little chat with you, and you can write to me in the community page, write to me in this video or another one of my videos, and please like the video. I think that pushes me up in the algorithm. I'm hoping it does. They make it hard out here for a small YouTuber, but I'm going to try my best to grow to 1,000 subscribers. I tried making a little commercial for myself, and I put it as a YouTube short, and YouTube didn't move it. I can't figure out what it is. Like, sometimes I think if I post a video, a YouTube short, and I attach a popular song to it, boom, I get like 500 views, 1,000 views. So then I think, okay, well, maybe the music has something to do with it more than the subject matter. But then the next video, I might only get, 20 views or 5 views or 3 views. So it just, I don't know, makes no sense to me. I can't figure out a rhythm and a rhyme. But in the meantime, thank you for coming to have a meal with me, and we'll do more things together soon. Take care. Bye-bye.